My name is Rebecca Dunn Reinmann, and I'm a new docent at the Cameron Art Museum. In fact, this is my first docent responsibility, giving this little video. The piece that I'd like to talk about is by Marc Chagall, and it's a red print of one of the 12 collection of models, maquettes of stained glass windows that he prepared for Hebrew University's Medical Center in Ein Kerem, Jerusalem. I really like the use of his colors and symbolism and his fantasy and surrealism and whimsy. And when I came into the CAM and noticed this one piece, the two actually, by Chagall, I was really impressed that the little museum in Wilmington, North Carolina would have anything by Marc Chagall, because he's famed as the epitome of modern Jewish art. And it's really impressive that CAM has any of his work. He was a Russian-born artist who moved to Paris, and his work was in Moscow and was actually inspirational for The Fiddler on the Roof. So people would know that by looking at his work. The piece is red. It represents one of the 12 tribes of Jacob's 12 sons. And this particular piece is in honor of Judah, who was the fourth son of Jacob with Leah. So people that know their Bible might be able to relate to the fact that Judah was also the royal line, and he was the one who, from whom King David came, and eventually David's descendants, including Jesus. So this particular piece is red because it represents royalty, and it shows a crown, and it has hands in benediction, and it shows other things about royalty. It has a lion, and if you look at the painting, the print itself, you'll see a number of different items in it, and the more you look at it, the more you see. You can also see the Judean mountains, including Ein Kerem in Jerusalem, where the chapel is located. And the Hebrew I looked up that is noted on that picture says, thy father's children shall bow down before thee. So it's a lot about royalty and leadership. And I encourage you to look at other pieces in the collection, not only its sister picture of Gad, which the green one, which is Gad was the warrior son, but around the museum, because maquette, which is a model, this was built as a model, done as a model for the stained glass windows, are noticeable throughout our exhibit. And also there are artists who you used to see, like Calder, who you used to see as sculptures, they're paintings by him. And there's a maquette in the Noguchi exhibit as well. So when I tour around with kids eventually, when we get back, I'm hoping that they can go and look for other forms of maquettes around the exhibit. And also other forms that artists would normally not do. When you think of Calder, you think of statues, you don't think of a print, and there's a print there. So this is probably more, and it has to get edited out, but I thank you for the opportunity, and thanks for coming to the CAM.